let's keep first things first. Thank you, Father, for the day. Thank you for the opportunity to be here with the lovely in and out and very talented Hannah Purchase Smith. I am probably her biggest fan, maybe not, but I feel like I am. And audience, thank you for being here. I hope whether you're listening, watching, wherever you are, I hope you're able to really focus, because Hannah, let's just say it's a lot. A lot goes on. We were just talking about that. And I'm going to read a little something to you all about Hannah. Just listen to this. So she's a seamstress, interior designer, artist, advocate, and mother. Okay, so here
That's a lot.
It's a lot. So she owns and operates a custom drapery and home furnishings sewing workroom in Fort Worth, Texas. Let's just say I love Fort Worth.
It's the best.
It's really so cool. She specializes in interior design and high quality handcrafted pieces tailored to each client's space. And I love that, because so often things are not completely tailored to a certain person's, to their personality and
To
their
your soul.
yes. So I love that you really work on what's for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just so cool. And then beyond the workroom, let's just talk about that. She's passionate about supporting and advocating for the autism community, makes me want to cry. And she strives to make a positive impact, both professionally and personally. I mean, now y'all know why it was just so cool when she decided to be a guest here, because we're all about just trying to be better.
Amen.
I mean, something that I saw, I don't know if she realizes that I read all this. Her word right now is yet. How fine is that? I
It's
mean,
the most powerful word in the dictionary.
wow. So yet. So listen to this. I mean, y'all, basically, I could have just been on here by myself and read everything that I know about her. Listen to this. You won't see it for what it is until you stop looking at it through the lens of what you want it to be. Thank you very much. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not
That's a big one.
That's a big one. How about this? I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I mean, thank you, dear Hannah.
Mm-hmm. I love that scripture.
Oh my gosh. And I'm going to tell y'all, because I'm bad about addresses, I have to look them up. It's Philippians 4:12.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all want to reference that. And this is very cool that she is here.
I'm so happy to be here. I can't thank you enough for having
Oh,
me, inviting me. This is a treat.
oh my goodness. And I know the audience is going to agree. This is not nearly, we do not have enough time. So we're going to do, Hannah and I already decided we're going to do check-ins.
Yes, 100%.
So, because it was so fun, I said, okay, what's going to be the topic? What do you want to talk about?
There's too many.
The list is so long.
There's just too many.
Okay, I'd like to start with this. Tell me about your day today. Let's just talk about present day, everything going on in your life today.
Today, and I love, I live in the present minute by minute, and that didn't happen overnight. No, no. So I wake up, I have my hour. I wake up around 5 a.m. because I know it's quiet.
That's right.
Quiet. I get my coffee, sit in my chair, and I just sit. No plans. I don't do anything except sip my coffee and prep for the day. Say a prayer or two and just take a few deep breaths because I know when those feet hit the ground, it's game time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to just have that teeny bit of reflection time. It really, and if I don't get it, I'm like, oh man, it doesn't, that's how I have to start my day, my quiet time.
Mm, makes all the difference.
It makes all the difference. And it's underrated. We're so used to being in a rush and just worrying about what to do next, nonstop, carpool, work, emails. It's a time to reflect and just take your deep breath and be like, whatever today brings. Because honestly, I don't know. I could get a call from school. Wally could be having an off morning. Like, I just don't know. So it's just, we're going to get through it. And it's going to be fine. Everyone's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that you said, and we could, and maybe we will have an entire conversation about this. Staying present wasn't something that just, it's not what we just grow up doing.
No.
I'm going to say, well, and I live by the 80-20 rule. Maybe there are 20% of people out there that just were, they were present moment people. I can promise you whatever you want to call it, sin, regret, mistake, whatever it is in my life was 100%, 99%. It surrounded me not being in the present moment. Now,
Always.
I'm so proud because you're, this young, beautiful mom, wife, you have these two precious kiddos and you do a lot. What moved you into a present moment person?
I became a present moment person when Wally was diagnosed with autism. And
Mm,
it didn't happen, like I said, it didn't happen overnight, but there were these waves, I knew there was something going on, but I didn't know anything about it. I was unfamiliar. I just, and they give you a diagnosis, they hand you a pamphlet, and they're like, best of luck.
oh,
So I
wow.
was like, okay, now what do I do? I was alone by myself. I mean, just, I didn't have friends going through the same thing, and I had not met the community yet.
Yet.
Yet. And so I just remember when we were having hard times and I couldn't fix it. No, I didn't know how to fix it. I was just struggling as a parent with a child that I couldn't communicate with, that I couldn't figure out what his needs or wants were at the moment. Um, and once I learned to start appreciating our small wins, which are different. I mean, I think our small wins are huge, but small.
Right, right.
Once I learned to start appreciating our wins is when I just wait minute by minute for the next one. So whether it be we tried a new food or oh wow, it didn't take us 20 minutes to get out of the car today. Like
Wow.
it was just appreciating those for what they are and how huge they are in our bubble. It made all of the difference in the world. It forced me into the present moment, and it's where I love being.
So there's so many things about this. First of all, I'm going to let all the audience know now, and then you'll know at the end as well. If you follow Hannah, and I suggest that you do, if you're a social media person, I'm going to look on here right now to make sure that I tell you the correct thing. But she's pillows by Hannah at gmail.com, and Hannah is with an H at the end. She's also, you can go to hannahsmithinteriors.com.
Yes, that's
And is
that's
that,
my professional one.
I'm just going to tell you something. I've gotten to know, I love we're doing a lot of air
I
quotes.
know I'm like, now.
It's cracking me up. There's a whole show about that. But anyway, in air quotes, that
hmm
the stories that she shares, that you share, are priceless. And I feel like the audience can get to know you and how present moment you are, and how in the midst of so much going on and what you have, what you go through day to day. And I believe we all do. And I don't, the audience knows that I know that's for all people, but your story, which is what we're talking about now, is incredible. And I know the audience will love following along. And that precious Wally, which what a kiddo, and his big sister, who I can't get over, y'all's whole family,
Isn't
the trip you just went on, you know,
it last?
I mean, wow, I'm covered in chills again. And I think I know the audience, which is an incredible audience. They will love your story and get to know Wally, which we'll
Mhm.
back to that. I want to back up for a minute. I want you to know
Back up.
that I became a present moment person by working with an autistic child who we call Angel Jakey.
Mhm.
I was so not, I didn't even know to think get in the present moment. It didn't, I was just going along and
Yeah.
regretting and looking forward and not being in one conversation at a time. And I was working with this child, and they said, okay, you'll be in here an hour, and what y'all are going to work on is blue. You're going to work on the color blue. I said, oh, no big deal.
That's
Perfect. I'm gonna be so good at this. I went in there, and 5 minutes in, I thought, well, I guess my hour's up. It had been 5 minutes. And I
pretty
was,
wild.
what is going on? So I so appreciate that that was your journey to the present moment.
Hmm.
And I so appreciate Wally, and I so appreciate Angel Jakey. I can't wait to introduce you to his parents. So, from being in the present moment, were you in Fort Worth at that time?
Yes.
So, you've been in Fort Worth a long time.
About 8 years now.
Wow.
Hmm. Isn't that crazy? Feels like I was in Beaumont last week.
And all roads lead to Beaumont. And I think
All of them.
every road leads to Beaumont.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy. So, tell us, so here you have these two kiddos. You find out Precious Wally, who is how old right now? He,
He is 6 years old.
he's
Can you
6 years
believe it?
old. So this journey starts, your present moment journey starts. His big sister is how old now?
Oh, Ruby's 13 now.
She's so precious. So
Teenagers.
everybody is learning to be present moment people.
Oh, yeah. And we were not a cohesive present moment crew. I'll tell you that much. And it was during COVID, newborn Wally, homeschooling Ruby, dad's working from home. I mean, and you would think that would force you in the present.
Yeah, no.
No, not so much. Not so
And
much.
you're also, you have started your business.
I was on the cusp of it. I remember Wally was, I mean, 2 months old, tiny. And I told Kevin, I was like, I want a sewing machine. And he was like, okay, like, why? I was like, I think I could sew. I really think I could do it. No background, no real interest. I knew I wanted, I just thought it was like a good skill I could have in my back pocket. Or I was like, I could make pillows. I could do this. And that's another thing I may have an issue with. Like, I always think I can do something.
Well,
I, I don't think it's overconfidence or just sheer like
you're
recklessness.
very creative. Let's face it. Wait till they hear the rest of it. But you decided you'd start doing a little sewing. A
I'm
little.
gonna do a little sewing. And so I bought a $45 machine from Amazon. Mind you, I don't know the difference between a nice one, not so nice one. And we went to work and I was up 3 a.m. with night feedings. And then I'd be like, "Bzz, okay." And I was like, look, I sewed two towels together. Look, I can do this. And so it just kind of started to segue into bigger things. And then I would start quilting and then I would hem stuff. Like it was little by little. And then I started making pillows. And I was working with an interior designer at the time. And I started sewing more pillows and kind of just like, hey, look what I made. And then she was like, hey, I have a job, or why don't you make some pillows for my living room?
Oh, wow.
So I was like, oh, a real client. Like,
Yeah.
yikes, what do I do? I got real nervous. So I made those pillows and she loved them. And then it just trickled down into this kind of word of mouth. Oh, well, Hannah makes pillows. And I don't know how I got on the circuit, really. I wasn't advertising. I was just playing around and I would post stuff on Instagram. So,
Hmm.
and I mean, and I wasn't good. I was actually really bad. Like, not good. It wasn't a natural, like, knack. It was something that I would get frustrated and just sit and pick and work and figure it out until I was like at a good place. So the
Un-
perseverance was always there.
Unbelievable.
But no, so when people are like, I could never sew, yes, I'm here to say, yes, you can, because I was the worst. And now it's a career.
Which is so, first of all, when you all, if you haven't already gone on to Instagram or website or all the things, she's really, really good. And I love that she just wanted a sewing machine and thought she'd do a little sewing. But what's really interesting was your timing.
It was
You
kind
have
of
a
miraculous.
newborn and you're doing it at 3 a.m. So my question is it therapeutic for you?
Here's okay, well, I'm going to tell you this. It became my ultimate therapy.
Hmm.
As Wally got older and progressed, and we started noticing, this kid's not sleeping. This
Hmm.
kid is having, like, he is struggling. Like, that's when I would take to my machine.
Hmm.
And if he was up at night, because I mean, Miss Patrizi, he could stay up all night long. And we weren't in a situation where, I mean, if he's up, I'm up, or dad's up. I mean, it became kind of a we sleep when we can situation.
Right.
And so if he was up, I was sewing and he'd be watching TV or hanging out with me or sitting in my lap and that became our thing. And I mean, I just became a night owl. And so that's when I had plenty of time to dive into this passion and practice because it was our therapy.
Wow. Isn't that incredible?
I can't tell you how many times like I'd get frustrated or want to quit and I'd just be like, you know what, this isn't worth it. I'm done. And it was like God said, no, you're not. No, you're not. And I mean, I've tried to throw in the towel a few times, just out of sheer exhaustion and doubt, but it's not happening.
No, it's not
It's
happening.
just not.
Good news, bad news, you're really good at it. And good news, bad news is part of your therapy.
It is. No, and I'm like, that's it. Like we're not quitting. It makes you happy. Um, you've got a knack for it. You're making money doing it. Like life's good. I would try to, I mean, I'm human. I would try to just kind of put it in the trash it and just be like, it's
Yeah,
not for me
it's
anymore,
done.
but it's no,
And
here's
it's
the thing.
kind of what did it run up, does it, and did it run parallel with kind of exhaustion with growing and learning as a beautiful child, an autistic child's parent?
Mhm.
I mean, it's so incredible through these conversations that I'm so privileged to have when there is, and those I'm thinking of are mothers. And so
Mhm.
only speaking from the mothers that I've spoken with, and they were like, it's so weird. I would get better at something as I was getting better at being a parent of this, I'm going to say special needs child. I'm not sure if that's
Yes.
what the
Oh yeah,
right
no,
word is.
you're good.
I mean, I'm too old and I never do everything politically correct, but it's
That's
coming
okay.
at the right price. But it's so you did see this parallel of you getting better as you were getting better on personally and professionally.
He made me better. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, people hear the word autism and they're scared. They're afraid of it. And because I mean it's a big mysterious monster, but it's not here to hurt anyone. It's not here to hurt you. But the more you push it aside and pretend it's not there, the louder it gets.
I would think so.
And so you have two options. You struggle or you make friends with it. And we've become really great friends. And 99% of the time, if we're having an off day, it's because of me.
Really?
It's my emotions, it's my dysregulation coming out, whether it be from lack of sleep or me not taking care of myself. It's not the autism. I mean, yes, we have hard times, but it wants to get along with you. It does,
Wow.
as odd as that sounds.
Oh, I'll tell you this Angel Jakey that I know that helped me become a present moment person. He's now, I guess, I think I'm going to guess 33. His parents taught me that. And they said, we are completely different. And you can't even believe how great we are. And they said, it turns out we weren't very cool people before this. And now we're like, oh, this is, you know what? We're pretty good people.
Yeah. I mean, it really
Amazing.
it can it's funny how once you allow yourself, and I want other parents to hear this, when you allow yourself to accept it and meet it where it's at, whether it be autism, your child, your job, whatever. I mean, my big thing is just meeting people where they are at. Everything falls into place.
Wow.
It's just this teeny tiny little hiccup you have to hop over. And I know it's easier said than done, but
Oh, but what you're saying is so huge. And it is what you decided. And please tell me if I'm hearing this correctly. You decided to become accountable for the one that was going, you were like, you became aware,
mhm.
decided to learn what you needed to do to make friends with it. And I agree with you. Again, it's not just autism, it could be addiction, it could be
Everything.
every single thing. I love what you're saying here. It's huge.
It's you can't it's just you can't be a victim. It's you don't have to be a victim of to circumstance to there's always a way to pivot.
Pivot.
And I love a pivot. I love to pivot.
God.
Um whether I mean I'm talking about and I think my style of parenting people could watch from a distance and be like, what in the world is going on? We were on the airplane the other day coming home, and this lady, she was sitting behind me and she tapped me on the shoulder when she was leaving and she goes, "You are so bizarre." And I go, "Oh." I was like, "Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you." And then I thought about it and I was like, the past 2.5 hours, I have been watching a basketball game leaned over with my husband while sewing a Fendi needlepoint bag while pulling out fidget spinners that are glowing all over the place. I mean, it was like I was an octopus doing all these things, but again, I was trying to live in the present, not aware of not aware or really even caring what was going on around me. But someone noticed. I was like, oh, wow, maybe I need to slightly tone it down, but
I would think not.
I could see how that may have been a little jarring or bizarre. That's how we live, and it
First
works.
of all, I one of my precious grandchildren said, kid at school told me I was weird. And I said, thank God.
Thank God. Hey, we need more weird.
We need
I
more
tell
weird.
my kids this. I'm just
Oh,
like,
we
weird
need,
is good. We
oh my
want weird.
gosh. And you're bizarre and you're pivoting. And I know the audience is hearing this. What you have done to this very moment, to this conversation, the little bit I know of it, and it's just a fraction, is mind blowing. And it is so cool and so amazing. In the midst of all those things, you were having fun with your husband, celebrating your child, giving him something he'd be interested in, like every child on every plane that has ever been. Every parent's trying to keep their kids
Yeah. Yeah.
occupied. And in the meantime, you're doing what you do, which is therapeutic. You're
Mhm.
also sitting there sewing of sorts. I am telling you, if everyone, and you were doing it without thinking about it, you were doing it. You were doing the present moment.
And that's, I mean, that's how you have to live.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I mean, because think about it, what if, and there was a time when the kids were younger, when Wally was little, where plane rides were not an option. I mean, like restaurants, absolutely not. I put myself in situations to say, absolutely, we're not doing that.
Right.
He can't handle it. I can't handle it. Like, I just lived in fear because I wasn't pivoting. I wasn't pivoting. But then I was that mom carrying around a backpack with fidget spinners and water bottles and extra changes of clothes and needlepoint. I mean, I could go anywhere. And if there was a kid struggling, I'd be like, here you go, snacks. That's what I did to survive and to keep everyone happy and to keep our ship afloat.
And you could have made another choice. You could have decided, victim,
Oh,
we're never
yeah.
going anywhere. I'm just going to be kind of depressed and not be part of regular, if there's such a thing, but going on trips and doing this and going to restaurants. We're just not going to do that. And you chose differently.
It's a choice because I was that person that was petrified of what someone, like if someone stared at Wally the wrong way, that it would just crush me and I'd lose my mind. Like, and Kevin and I still talk about this. Just it's funny, people assume that, oh, life must be so hard. In our bubble, it's great. We have no issues. I mean, yes, kids will be kids, but it's when we step out of our bubble is when we have to be a little more aware.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get funny looks or Wally misbehaves, that's when the anxiety kind of tries to creep back in. And that's when you can choose to be the victim. That's when you can be like, forget it, we're not going. And we did that for a long time. And
Mm-hmm.
guess what? Everyone was miserable.
Isn't that unbelievable? There's that story of the man that was on a, I don't know if he was on the subway or wherever he was, but he was sitting down and his kids were what people called misbehaving. I wasn't there. I probably
I don't think any, yeah,
anyway, just
my kids are,
acting and driving everybody crazy. And one of the passengers said, excuse me, but this just isn't how it goes here. You need to be watching.
hmm
He said, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking about it. Their mother just passed away.
hmm
People don't know what people are dealing with. And
never.
everybody, whomever had the nerve to say that to somebody, first of all, probably never had kids. And
Yeah,
and I I want to honor any and all that want to have kiddos that have not been able to yet.
yet.
With all my heart. And please know I lift you up every day. However, none of us know what a person is going through. If someone, either they themselves are dealing with something or someone they love is dealing with something,
Mhm.
let's try to be nice.
Be gentle.
Yeah, be
That's it.
gentle. That's the best word.
Be gentle.
Oh my God.
I tell my kids, I'm like, be gentle.
Oh
Just
God.
be gentle.
But the
Because
fact,
sometimes being nice can be hard.
but just be gentle.
Just be gentle. I understand, nice could be a stretch sometimes, but we can be gentle.
Yeah. Let's say that first filter might not be the nice one.
Exactly.
Let's get through some filters, but be gentle. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to quote you on.
Yeah.
The other thing about that is, though, what you have done and what you're sharing with everyone right now is your bubble, the way you're growing it by pivoting.
hmm
And you you just said, we're going to have Joy be here and we're going to figure it out.
Oh, yeah. And you can either come on board or hop
Or,
off.
yeah, either way, we're, 100%. The biggest lesson is, number one, your word yet. I'm going to also throw in gentle for
Always.
myself.
Yes. Be
And
gentle.
myself. And pivot, there is a lot. And I hope you know that. I hope you know what you are, coolest of all,
Oh,
doing by example is the
because
way you're living this and you're sharing it. And I'm telling you, I think I'm the biggest fan. But when you're out there and the way you're doing it, it's like you are teaching. We're all one another's teachers.
yes, love a mentor.
And yes, but you are doing, and maybe not everybody is a great teacher.
Oh,
But let me
not
just,
so gentle.
what you are sharing is absolutely so important, so beautiful, so cool. In my mind, it's unbelievable.
Oh, I love that.
And that Wally is a teacher to all.
Oh, he's angel on earth.
And his precious big sister and his dad
She's the
and
best.
you. Oh my gosh. I mean, again, I hope everybody's following you because it's these stories.
I love storytelling, and
Oh,
sometimes I feel like I just need a GoPro because the daily things that happen, I'm like, what was that? But it's always happy, it's always funny, it's we just have a good time in our bubble. But
it's amazing how large your bubble is.
see, and maybe I can't see it that way. I look at what I share. I mean, trust me, everyone has their behind the scenes closed
Uh,
doors, but I look at what I share, and I mean, I remember on Instagram, I had like 10 followers for years, and it was my grandma, um, and Marilyn Grapon, Dr. Grapon's wife. Like it was Patricia's Mahjong group, and maybe like my mom and two friends.
well, I'll tell you what, when you started sharing, I found out something popped up, and I think you had done one of your beautiful pillows a while back. And
That's what it was just like, oh,
I thought that is so pretty. I need some pillows. We'll talk to her. But
oh
anyway,
yeah,
the bottom line, and of course, I'm a fan of your family. I mean,
love my family.
oh my God, it's a beautiful, beautiful. Um,
Edward had a hip replacement this morning.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Everything went well,
It went great. Who knew? Apparently, it's like a 30-minute procedure these days. I thought they were going to take his leg off. I was like, oh my gosh,
which they
this is
kind of did.
bad.
He's home
He's
already.
home.
It's unbelievable. Jeff has a new hip. I
He's
know
a
about
robo hip, and it took 20 minutes.
unbelievable. I cannot believe that, which by the way, I cross paths with them sometimes at the softball fields and all that kind of
Oh
stuff,
yeah.
which is so much fun. And I won't go into that, but my goodness, that's an athletic group. Okay, so really and truly, I think that because I'm looking on here, and Hannah, if you had any idea the questions and conversations I want to have with you, I want to, just for today, I want you to share, what do you want to leave people with today? We've talked about present moment and the word yet, and kindness and pivoting and choosing to take accountability for your happiness. I mean, we've talked
Oh
about,
yeah.
what do you want to leave them with today? And yes, y'all, she's coming back.
Oh, I can't wait. We have a lot of ground to cover. I guess, this is a loaded question.
I know.
Because we've covered some pretty hot topics. Being gentle. You don't always have to be nice, but you have to be gentle. The power of yet. Um, really, if anyone's tuning in right now and say have a if you're on the beginning stages of your autism journey or diagnosis, or a family member is, I know that for me personally, that was the most isolated feeling I've had in my life. And I didn't know where to go. And I just want everyone to hold on to just a little bit of faith. Just hang on for a touch, because your people are there. Your
Mm,
people are waiting for you.
mm.
Your mentors are there. And I mean, it's just, even if you're just in the depths of despair in that regard, You you have a tribe and they will come forward. I'm part of it.
My God, I love that. So
Yeah,
in the present moment, and how important, of course, I have to ask another question.
yeah.
How important is it for all of us, once we are aware, like you said, where we are, not where we've been or where we're trying to go, but in this present moment,
What matters?
where we are, how important is it to reach out and ask for help?
The most important.
That's what I
And
want.
it does not have to be one of my best friend, Victoria. We met, she was my first friend on my autism journey. We were connected because when I tell you I didn't know where to go. I didn't have a friend dealing with the same thing. I mean, and of course you Google and you're like, all right, well,
Yeah.
that's doomsday. Like just
I'm
sign
toast.
off.
I'm toast.
I'm toast. Canceled. And mutual friends kind of connected us, and I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to even start the conversation. And I just sent her a text. I had her number, and it was just that emoji, just hi. And that's how our friendship started. And then she just said, drinks. And we met for happy hour
Oh my
without our
God.
kids. And the second we sat down, we just burst into tears. But she was a little further on her journey. She became my mentor, and now we can mentor each other. And like, she's my lifeline. And that's how it started. And we realized, we're in this together
Mm,
forever,
forever.
forever.
Incredible.
So,
I love that. You sent the little emoji
I mean, just
and and
Loserville.
and
I,
perfect. Perfect. But then I love, let's meet for drinks. Perfect. And then I love that y'all just cried. I mean, it's
it,
just
it,
like, let's allow the tears to flow.
you have to.
Yeah, and I think people don't realize how important that is.
No. And I mean, and especially like asking for help. I tell
Mm,
my kids all the time, do you need help? Do you need help? And then kind of maneuver it in a way like, let's try it this way, where they may, like, especially with Wally, put him in a situation where he would have to ask me for help,
mm-hmm.
just to kind of teach that it's
Mm-hmm.
okay. Yeah, I'll help you with this. Here you go. Nothing bad happened. We're all good.
You
Pivot,
know, pivot. I
pivot.
tell everybody, it sounds simple, but for some reason we make it difficult. I believe the greatest show of courage is asking for help.
Yes.
And I think that when we don't, we are doing ourselves a disservice. Certainly, if we have kiddos, we're doing them a disservice. I ran into some friends who yesterday, and they said, anyway, long story short, the whole conversation was there are going to be people that never admit they need help. We all need help, period. We all need help.
Period.
I mean, period. So the good
If
news,
you don't need help, I'm worried about you the most.
yeah,
You need the most help.
yeah. Oh my gosh, my oldest brother told one of my other brothers, and we have a lot of people in our family. Anyway, he said, "Your only problem is you're the only one that is not admitting you need help. The rest of us are like, help, help,
Oh yeah.
raising our
I
hands."
this day I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
drowning.
Everything when he decided, oh yeah, that's right. The bottom line on today's conversation is I am so grateful to have had this moment.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to be smiling in and out for quite some time. I want you to know. And I know the audience, y'all send questions, comments. Y'all are so great about that. Send us some questions for our young, very wise Hannah, who I love what she's telling us today. And I'm going to see if I can remember, but remember the word yet.
Mm-hmm.
We may have not done something yet. Think about her story. She decided to get a sewing machine, knew nothing about it. And
Yeah.
that became not only her therapy and her friend, but she is incredible. Y'all cannot believe what she does. And it was not the plan.
No, well, that wasn't my plan. Tell you that much.
So pay attention to what you think would interest you and give it a try. But also, let's be gentle with others. I love that. Let's play gently in the sandbox
Gentle
and
hands.
let's pivot a lot and let's go ahead and choose to bring joy into the life regardless of the situation.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, why not?
Why not? You have nothing to lose. There's
Nothing
nothing to lose.
to lose. And our last topic was reach out for help. And Hannah was kind enough to say, look, I'm here. Y'all know I'm here. Send a text, whatever it is, or a note or instant message, whatever
Anything.
all the things are. And let's talk. And I mean, Hannah, thank you.
Thank you.
And I just can't wait. We'll get her back on here, y'all, because there's a lot to talk about. We talked about it before the show. A lot goes on.
A whole lot.
A lot. A lot. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, audience. I mean, seriously, hook 'em.
This was fun.
So much fun. I'm telling you, it is.
I'm like, my face hurts from smiling. Podcasting is fun.